Settle down, kids. It's time for Pappy Pauper to read you another story deck. The Bazaar at Marcoon offers guests unique food, drinks, and dangers. Nearby monks cultivate a rare, sweet flower whose nectar doubles one's strength. With discipline, they watch over the markets, its patrons, and blossoms. Be cautious. Too much of the elixir causes torpor and weird dreams. Rogues would use its toxins to poison their marks, or worse fates befall them. Nightshade clan wars with the monks, vying control for the flower and market. Some whisper of unnatural experiments among the ninjas. Thank you for once again indulging my haiku story deck. We have a very linear deck in which we apply auras to our creatures, very quickly engaging in combat to reduce our enemy's life total. We want to apply our auras across many different creatures so we don't lose them to removal spells or in combat. We have a good distribution of white and blue mana as well as land, auras, and creatures. We don't have much above 2 mana. The rare exception is our ninjustu at 3, possibly 4 if we play him without. We have 20 lands, getting us a good distribution and drawing into the lands that we need, well distributed. Evolving Wilds help thin our deck. Our creatures have lots of evasion, particularly with double strike, unblockable, and flying with our auras. We can get first strike on them as well. Our auras serve many different features, but when those fail, our sideboard has several opportunities to make sure games 2 and 3 go to our favor. In particular, Curse of Chains is our most versatile card, and we can swap out in multiple occasions. For instance, Curse of Chains comes out in favor of Holy Light against elves and token decks. We want to take it out again in favor of Tormod's Crypt against graveyards, and again in favor of Viridian Longbow if we face a combat log against something like Tron. Against black decks or burn decks in red, sometimes both, Slitherblade can come out for Stormbound Geist, allowing us to have a creature on board in presence, a good target for our aura. When we do fight against artifacts, we have Annul. Starlit Mantle is a good card, but we can replace it. And in case we go against heroic decks or another aura deck, Drake Familiar comes in from the sideboard. Now let's look at some games. We mulligan a beginning hand. We're going to be playing against goblins here first, and start out quite strong. They do with a hasty creature. We have one too, so that makes Gingerbrute Or Gingerbrute, rather. I'm sorry, I must be hungry. Slightly problematic considering that they could block it if need be. But here we have a low converted mana cost, allowing us to place a lot of creatures in play. We outclass their creatures. And Ninja the Deep Hours does a lot of good work here too. I felt confident in being able to apply an aura during our turn after combat, just in case there were extra end problems. I know I could have probably done it to gain the prowess lifelink on our Seeker of the Way, which, by the way, I wish I would be able to find a copy of the promotional art that I used in the slideshow presentation. I like that over the current art. And we just get a good advantage and win the game against goblins. Let's look ahead to what we fight against next. We start again very strong with a lot of creatures. Don't underestimate a cookie with Unstable Mutation. A good trick for that is when the counters go down very low, we can sacrifice it and eat the cookie. Just be careful not to get a tummy ache. And here we do get a very large creature. Stumpy does get their creatures down quite quickly, but ours outclass them, and with inevitability being unable to be blocked, we get them down. Our third game is a mirror match, something my fans have come to like. So again, I'm playing against a friend of mine, Regbjörn, and he's going to be playing the same deck that I have, and we'll see how well we do. I make a fatal error in this game. Let's see if you can catch it. I'll give you a hint. It involves Gingerbrute and its ability. I think I have a good opening hand with the ninjutsu. We have not yet seen the Moonblade Shinobi. Getting illusions into play is a nice advantage as well. Flying illusions is good. I was hoping he would not trade, but he did. With only 3 mana, he's applying a lot of good pressure and tempo with double strike and unblocked creatures. Here he uses ninjutsu to gain card advantage and draws another card. And it looks like he might get more cards in the future as well. I can only hope to chip away at some of his life total until I get a removal spell against the double strike. That becomes quite problematic. There was the mistake that I had made. I should have blocked the ninja. I thought that I could use the sacrifice ability during my upkeep, but either misclicked or was not able to do the effect to sacrifice and eat the cookie to gain 3 life during the upkeep phase. I had the mana available, but perhaps I forgot that Gingerbrute taps as well as requires 2 mana to eat for the 3 life. Here I had to hard cast my ninja. I think Modern Horizons is one of my favorite sets for what it brings to Pauper, and really expands what the game can do at common level rarity. Kind of a slight departure from the New World Order, and I'm in favor to see more sets outside of the standard collection, bringing new ideas to the format. Now I'm really in a bad state. He's got a lot of great creatures, and mine are kind of muddled with Curse of Chains. A great card, also good against the Guardian of the Guild pack. And here he starts adding insult to injury, putting out a lot of creatures. I noticed how he was able to use his ninjutsu on the first strike ability early on. And here he's able to wipe me out. I hope you enjoyed the mirror match. Thank you for watching the video. And until next time, this is Pappy Pauper, encouraging you to be uncommonly magical. Please subscribe for more family-friendly videos. Bye-bye.